Do you want to just share about how we met? People are asking us, like, how did you guys meet? Where did you guys meet?
We need to redo this. This is so bad.
See, that's the thing. That's why the masculine didn't. It took forever. He's like, no, redo this. And it took forever because I was just like, I've been ready for the last 10 years. Reunite with your twin flame by dropping the story of the, damn, the masculine is doing this, or the feminine is doing this. And we're going to really share a lot of good tips and share a lot of our vulnerable life story, which I'm kind of scared to share, so stay tuned. Jack and I have merged in our businesses together because it just felt so juicy and right. As I was praying, I was like, it would be so nice if Jack decided to quit his job suddenly and merge with all that we're doing with the Twin Flame Matchmaking and Aphrodite University. I realized that the universe was working in my favor when he got let go of. So we have merged our blissnesses, meaning my giant ball of bliss that's like a kite that flies in the air, and his grounded thick cord that penetrates up into my free-flying kite and my free flag. And so he lets me fly and let me do what I'm so good at, which is the channeling, the intuition, the bliss. Like, I can heal people, I can call on their twin flame, I do this alchemical work, easy, no problem. But then after that session is over, I'm like, what's the next step for, like, you know, charging their credit card and, you know, all those different little business pieces that I have been doing myself, and it felt like a single mama. Are you patting my butt because I'm talking too much? I have so much to say!
So you can see how feminine this goddess is here.
He pats my butt when I talk too much. It's our code for shut the
And
up.
so sometimes I get really triggered, and I'm still working through it. Some triggers come up, and sometimes it comes in the form of anger. Actually, a lot of times it's anger. It appears as anger, but really
sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's suppressed anger, and you're like quiet.
Yeah, or I get really quiet because I don't know how to express anger.
Now we're in the anger phase.
But especially in business, which I take very seriously, because like, you know, money, like, you know, we're trained from an early age, like, you're going to get fired if you don't do a good job. So we were doing some business transactions yesterday, and I was like, this needs to be like perfect, like we need to get this right. And she's just
he was like a scary, mean dad.
And she was like, in her channeling, like feminine, like, woo, let's go sue me, woohoo! I was like, wait, we're not done with like the whole like transaction here. We need to like schedule these next things that we need to do. And I was getting kind of triggered, really triggered. And then I realized, I was like, okay, just like be present in the moment. And I was like, why am I getting so triggered right now? Like, we actually basically manifested, like, we actually just basically made like $15,000.
Well, actually, I dragged his ass to the pool in the hot tub, and then we went to the amusement park, and then we went shopping, because I was like, look, we need to flow. And so when we were in the hot tub, I was like, baby, I know you're getting all upset because you're all serious about business, but we had a $15,000 day. And he was like, oh shit, I get that, because I'm a man and I like numbers and figures. And when I pointed that out, he was like, oh, the pussy power is real, oh my god. Like, and he's been trusting his conscious cock power to merge with my pussy power, but he's been doubting it because basically I think the core wound is if men fail with their conscious cock power, their intuition, like if they make a choice and they say, I'm gonna do this, and it's a little bit flowy, and like you've really trusted your feminine and you fail, then it's like your whole great grandfather's line is gonna be shamed. And then like, my son chose the wrong decision, and she's too flowy, that girl he's with, and right? I think that's part of your fear. I think that's
I'm realizing this very strong, like, controlling energy that I've gotten conditioned for, I guess, since school early on, like trying to get good grades and like, okay, I gotta have everything scheduled out, you know, and like it's, you know, good grades or else I'm gonna fail. And then the same thing happened in my work. Like, I need to do a good job or I'm going to get fired. So there's a lot of fear there that's coming up. And Amanda's built this business, Aphrodite University, that's just fully just like feminine, in the feminine flow. And I did not even know that it was possible to create something like this and make money and make a living. And it's literally, it's blowing my mind, and it's helping me move into a lot of my control energy and like releasing it and like feeling it and then like releasing it, because it's really difficult at first to understand like, wow, this is really happening. And that like we can build a business and have like a really fun time and not like have to have it like being super serious and like boring. So I'm learning from
And I think that takes a really big dicked man to do that, because I have been dumped by many men that are like, whoa, girl, your pussy power is way too big. They're like, what? That is crazy. That is weird. And so I was like, look, y'all, I'm going to go grow a sexy 6-figure business to show all of you guys that have dumped me, broken my heart, told me I was retarded, thought I was crazy. And I created this, and like, it's been kind of almost scary to reveal it to Jack and be like, okay, look at my wild ball of energy. And then his first reaction is, what the frick is this? Like, he's like, you can't do that. And then he's like, oh, actually you can, because you're making money off of it. Oh, like, what are you doing with this? Oh, okay. And he can't compute it. And now he's getting to the point where he's becoming such an advanced soul that his masculine is going, like, I'm not even going to try and compute this. I'm just going to hold space for it. And I, like he's going with the flow, and then he's creating the container once he's figured out, like, I gotta surrender, which I really want to say from the bottom of the heart of the Divine Feminine, we appreciate you. We really appreciate you for like letting your masculine follow versus lead. It's really sexy, it's very supportive, and it's so much fun, because then I feel like my feminine community, like, we're not going like, oh, the masculine's following. It's actually like allowing your masculine to, or I would see it like the masculine is getting a bigger space to hold versus being the dictator. The point at the top of the pyramid dictating down, it's like you are now creating this massive foundation for the feminine to rise, and we're creating this like expansive fleur-de-lis flower of life.
Yeah, and it's really scary for the male ego, because it feels like, oh, I'm letting her lead, and it's like, oh, I'm like, in a sense, in this like surrender, like passive role now, and like, oh, like I don't feel like I'm being a man, and all these judgments that have been created from generations in the past of like, oh, the man's the provider, the man makes the money, the woman's at home, the woman's passive, and so I'm facing all these fears. But yes, there's a lot of triggers come up, but I'm working on just being just patient in the moment. I'm like, hey, we are making great living doing this, and like
the feminine blew his mind. It's fun.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being an amazing guy. Thank you, ladies, for allowing Jack into our blissful pussy powered energy a little bit more. And we look forward to releasing lots more videos to help you call in your twin flame, activate those energies, and build your sexy 6 or 7 figure is nasty. Mwah. Namaste.
Talk to you guys soon.
Namaste. We should cross-dress you and just like get over it, you know, in the weekend. Yeah, we'll take some photos. We'll post them.
Had my sister do that when I was little. That was traumatic.
17. Oh no, 16. Yeah, would have been weird.
Mm.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Okay.
I don't know why we're doing this.
No, we are doing it because we are getting over our fear of perfectionism and our fear of like being flipped. So that is why. Oh, it's getting hot in this sweatshirt. I'm sorry, ladies. I don't know. I'm saying sorry, but I just went to yoga and you look hot.
Yeah.
I like your sweatshirt. Who picked that out?